first morning finally here. We're up here hunting elk with Travis O'Shea from Wapiti River Outdoors. And September 12th now, so things should be starting to pick up. Get a beautiful morning. It's a bit windy, but chilly. We're gonna grab our stuff and we're gonna hike into a spot and see if we can't get an answer this morning. We're looking forward to it. Elk hunting's always fun, and there's always something about that first morning, so we'll cross our fingers and hopefully we get an answer and go from there. Okay, yeah, we'll get up where we can kind of see a little bit with some shooting lanes and then.
Yeah, just stay right on the edge for now. You don't have to be too crazy. I'll just be right over here.
Okay. The wind seems to be holding off for a bit. Travis just backed up about 80 yards across the pipeline and he's going to let out some calls and see if we can't get an answer. Once he makes a bugle though, we're going to sit perfectly still and see if we can hear anything. Once we get an answer, we'll kind of know what we want to do and where we want to go, so it's exciting though. First morning, I got high hopes. God, that sounds good. If I was an elk, I would answer that. I kind of want to answer it from here. That's how convinced I am. Having an opportunity to chase elk with one of the world's greatest elk callers was certainly an opportunity that I will be forever thankful for. Travis O'Shea is one of the best in the world when it comes to making elk noises, and the knowledge he shared with me over the course of our short hunt will forever make me a better hunter.
If you're in the bush and you're just talking to a bull,
Yeah.
you're kind of talking to him as well with your chuckles. So it can be used for just talking to a bull or talking to the cows. But if you bugle and chuckle,
Yeah.
that's a bugle that you're talking to the cows and you're keeping them rounded up.
Yeah.
So.
Unfortunately for us, Travis is a very busy man running his very own successful elk call company named Wapiti River Outdoors, and our time to hunt together was far too short. As Travis had to return to the office, myself and cameraman Daniel Martichuk continued chasing elk for the rest of the week, hoping to put some of our newfound knowledge to the test.
Just testing out the elk calls.
We're just gonna call them right into the truck, aren't we? I don't typically walk more than 30 yards from the truck.
Oh.
I don't know what you do. Look how much success we have.
Less than me.
Daniel Martichuk is a good friend of mine from British Columbia who also happens to have some impressive success chasing elk in tough terrain.
That's the happiest guy in Prince George right now. Happiest guy in Prince George.
In fact, he was fortunate enough to harvest 2 giant bulls in 2 years in an area that many people would argue doesn't hold a ton of elk.
We just sat down, we started calling, and I spotted this bull and he came in like, I can't even believe it, I still haven't caught my breath, and that was like 20 minutes ago. I mean, I cannot even believe how much time and effort I put into this very second.
We had always tried to plan a hunt together in Alberta here, but with conflicting schedules, we weren't able to make it happen until this year. And although it was a bit early, we were able to get onto a few bulls and chase some elk around the woods. But unfortunately, we just weren't quite able to get it done.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Top Grade Construction, PX2 Broadheads, Vortex Optics, Covert Scouting Cameras, Poacher's Corner, and the MD of Bonneville. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Maroney Motors and Oilfield Sales. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Deluxe Waltons, built in Canada for Canadian conditions.
been waiting here. And there's something about this spot, but these elk don't start bugling until they leave the field. And we just heard 2 or 3 bugles now. And so I'm assuming, like always, they're gonna start heading up. And we gotta try and figure out where they're going, get ahead of them, and then try and call them in. Yeah, they're still way back there, dude. Let's go. I know where to go. That sucks, I was close, but it happened so fast. We were in a good spot, we heard a bugle, and we tried to get around to where I thought they were going to be, and we come around the corner and yeah, we stepped on them. And the cows kind of winded us. They took off. He didn't know what the deal was. But that's a problem. It's so hard to get close to that many elk. He must have 20 cows with him. 20 cows and a bull, and he's working his way up the ridge now. I don't think we ain't gonna catch him. But at least we saw some elk. It's a good spot. Every time I come here, it's like that. But I just don't know how to kill him because the problem is the wind is usually blowing, so you can never move in and get right where you want to be because you'll wind them. So I don't know what's the best plan of attack for it.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Maroney Motors, Deluxe Wall Tents, Top Notch Taxidermy, Extreme Fat Tire Bikes, and Victory Archery. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by the MD of Bonnyville. Lake adventures happen here. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Top Grade Construction in Lloydminster, Alberta.
On the 4th morning of our hunt, we had worked our way back into a small clearing in the bush with a small spring running through the middle of it. It was just getting light when we spotted a set of small antlers sticking over the top of the hill. Immediately we knew it was a young bull, but when I hit him with my Vortex binos, I could tell that something wasn't right. That little bull might be stuck in the mud or injured. As we cautiously approached him, I'll admit that I was nervous about what we might find.
Like, if we didn't find him, he doesn't have long.
No, he's shivering. He's probably hypothermic.
I'm amazed that animals haven't found him.
I know. Let's get you out of here. I don't really know how, but...
Straight down? No, that's his side. We gotta go up more.
Come on, bud.
Get out of there. Go on. Watch that right there. Come on, buddy. Whoa.
Come on, bud.
Come on. Yeah.
You're almost there. I just want to get kicked in the teeth.
Yeah, I get you.
Come on. That was expected.
That was expected.
Don't put it back in. Don't put it back in. Come on. He leaves his ass end out.
I know. He's gonna fucking... Watch out.
You got it. Come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, don't go back in. Come on, help yourself. Come on. Almost, bud.
Just don't get mauled. I don't even know. What's the number for 911 here?
911.
Okay, cool. Oh, here we go.
Come on, bud. Just come out. Come on.
He's not working with
He
you.
doesn't want to.
Fatal Impact is proudly sponsored by Dory River Outfitters, Saskatchewan's premier bear destination, Marlin Recreational Products, Wapiti River Outdoors, Matthews Archery, and iHunter. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Vortex, the force of optics. This segment of Fatal Impact is brought to you by Dory River Outfitters, Saskatchewan's premier bear destination.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, he's coming.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on. He's coming. He's coming.
Come on.
Get
Come
that
on,
leg
just a little
up.
bit more, bud.
His back leg's up.
Come on. One more.
Go on. Take a rest. Take a rest. His back leg is out and has a log under it.
I know, this sucks. One more.
Okay.
Come on. Come on, buddy. You gotta work with us.
Come on. Hold on. Break. His back leg is out. Like,
Yeah.
he's just exhausted.
I know, bud. Just one more leg.
I can feel him shivering through the pole. Everybody relax. Okay, I got it good.
Come on, bud. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
I lost it.
Come on, bud. Come on. You gotta work with us.
Come on!
I'm scared to wrap my hand in this cord because if he takes off.
Yeah. Don't wrap your hand.
No! Come on. Yeah, come on.
Watch out!
Come on, bud.
He's good, he's going, run!
There you go, buddy. No, give me that cord.
Oh, careful.
Yes. He's good, man. He's good. We come up here into our spot this morning and there was a bull elk. We could see his antlers on top of the hill. And we come up here and he was buried, stuck in this mud hole. A young bull. And we can't leave him like that. And so we had some paracord and we wrapped it around his antlers, just a loop. It didn't cinch down, it'll just pull right off. And it took everything we had, but we got him out. Our hands are all bruised from that cord. My arm's sore. I took a jab right in the leg from his antler. But he's free. And he'll live. He's gonna be tired though. That was, I mean, what do you do? We had to get him out. I mean, our spot's ruined in the morning. We ain't gonna hunt here now. I'm soaked, sore. Oh, my hand. Bleeding a bit.
That's crazy.
This is a deep hole.
He's out of here though, like he ran, he's gone, he's out.
Oh yeah,
he's safe.
He was weak and sore and he was cold, but he's gonna be fine. His legs were all working.
Yeah.
He's fine. He didn't want to cooperate with us, and finally once he got going, Daniel got the stick underneath of him. And that's all it took. I was afraid that pulling in front of him though, as soon as he got loose, he was gonna come at me, but the cord was long enough where I was able to get out of the way, but I don't think we'll ever experience something like that ever again in our lives. I hope not anyways. It's one of those things that's cool to see, but you'd never wish that on anything.
Yeah. That was dangerous and stupid, to say the least, but I mean, we did it.
Yeah, I don't care. Even if that bull was a 350-inch 6-point, I couldn't shoot him.
Yeah. Nobody, well, I sure couldn't either.
No.
It doesn't even look deep either.
No, it's just a little.
It's just
and
a
that's
little.
the problem is they come here to drink and to wallow and then they get stuck.
That, it doesn't look deep at all. But that had a whole bull elk in it a minute ago.
Now let's be honest for a minute here. I would be lying if I said that we weren't hoping to harvest an animal on every hunt we go on. Sure, that's the final goal. After we had set this elk free, we returned to our regular grind to try and harvest a mature bull. Early mornings, late nights, and dozens of miles hiked just to try and be successful. We couldn't see it at the time, but what had taken place on that one single morning's hunt was more powerful and meaningful than a dozen harvests. We often spend our entire lifetime searching and praying to one day harvest that bull of a lifetime. A particular animal that gives us that once-in-a-lifetime experience. An animal unlike anything else we've ever encountered in the wild. The problem was that in my naive state of mind, I always envisioned this animal as an ancient old bull with antlers that were far too big for his body. An elk that had survived for over a decade against all odds. A bull so rich with history that you could write a book based solely on the scars spread across his face. But now that I look back on it, that wasn't the case at all. For me, that bull turned out to be a juvenile 1.5-year-old elk that just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. A young bull that was simply trying to navigate the dangers of everyday life in the unforgiving wilderness. One single animal that was fighting for nothing else but a second chance. And to be able to provide that second chance, well, that was perhaps the most fulfilling moment of my hunting career. I learned a lot more from that one single encounter than I would have ever learned by harvesting a giant bull. I learned who I was as a hunter and where my morals kicked in. But most importantly, I learned where I stood as a conservationist. And maybe that's just me, but I have a strong suspicion that there are many other hunters out there who would feel the same way.